Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do cubes and cube roots. Test yourself. This is on page number 57. First is the multiple choice type. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. This is 64 root x raised to the power of 6 minus the root of 64 into x to the power of 6. Now, what is this equal to? So, let's write down this question first. So, here we have 64 root x to the power of 6 minus the root of 64 into x to the power of 6. Now, this 64, let's begin with this here. Let's begin with this. This we're going to write it as it is. So, that is 64 into. Now, this root x to the power of 6. Now, we are going to rewrite this expression using the exponent notation of square root. So, how are we going to do it? We're going to say x to the power of 6 raised to the power of 1 by 2. This is a square root, isn't it? Raised to the power of 1 by 2. So first let's work out this part and then we'll come to this part. So this part, when you work out, this is 64 into, now again we're going to use the laws of exponents where it says where you have one power raised to another power, you can multiply the two powers. So this becomes 6 into 1 by 2. Now here you can cancel 2 and 6. So 2 threes are 6. So now what do we have? We have 64 into x raised to the power of, now if you multiply the numerators, 3 ones are 3. There's nothing in the denominator. So x is now raised to the power of 3. So this part we have finished. This part we have finished. Now let's go to this part. So the root of 64. So what is the square root of 64? What is the number which you multiply twice will give you 64? It is 8, isn't it? Now into x, again we're going to write it just like we did here. Okay, so we're going to write x raised to the power of 6. This is raised to the power of 6. We are removing the square root sign. So when you remove the sign, you have to write it this way, 1 by 2. So this will be minus 8 into x raised to the power of, again, here we can use the law of exponents where one power is raised to one more power, you can multiply. So that is 6 into 1 by 2. So here again you can cancel 2 and 6. 2 threes are 6. So here we have minus 8 into x to the power of 3. So here what do we have now? 64 into x to the power of 3 minus 8 into x to the power of 3. So here what is common? Can you see x to the power of 3 is common? So we can write that like this. We can say x to the power of 3 into, and then put these numbers inside. 64 minus 8. We have learned this earlier using distributive property. 64 minus 8. We can write it inside. Now if I have to multiply this, I will get x to the power of 3 into 64, I will get this back, minus x to the power of 3 into 8, I will get this back. So to make it easier, I have taken this out because it's common and I've put this inside. Now this is equal to x to the power of 3 into 64 minus 8 is 56. So this is equal to 56 x to the power of 3. So this is our answer, and which option is that? That is option B. Option D, 56x to the power of 3. In 2, if a number is to be multiplied by 3, its square will be multiplied by which of these numbers? Okay, let's take an example. Now, if we take 2, if I'm going to multiply this by 3, now if I take the square of 2, 2 square will be 4. I should multiply that by 3 square. 3 square is 9. So if a number is to be multiplied by 3, its square will be multiplied by 9. Okay, so the answer is option A, 9. Question 3. Two numbers are in the ratio 5:4. If the difference of their cubes is 61, the numbers are. So what are the numbers? There are two numbers. They're in this ratio and the difference of their cubes is 61. So let's take the numbers. The ratio is 5:4. So let's consider the two numbers to be 5x and 4x. So 5x and 4x. These are the two numbers. Now here it says if the difference of their cubes. So I'm going to take this 5x 5x cube, difference means minus 4x cube is equal to 61. This is what it says. So now let's find 5 cube is how much? 125 into x cube minus 4 cube will be 64 into x cube. This is equal to 61. So again here, as you can see, x cube is common to both. So I'm going to take that out separately. X cube into, and inside I'm going to put these two numbers, 125 minus 64. So 125 minus 64. Now this is equal to 61. So now x cube into 125 minus 64 is 61. So this, when you multiply, you're supposed to get 61. So x cube will be equal to 61. Now I'm going to transpose the 61 to the other side. So it becomes division by 61. 61 by 61 is 1. So x cube is 1. Now I'm going to put it in the place of x after finding the value of x. If x cube is 1, the cube root of x or of this x cube or x will be equal to 1 because the cube root of 1 is 1. So now I have found the value of x. X is 1. Let me put it in this place to find the numbers. So we said let the numbers be 5x and 4x. Now in the place of x I'm going to put 1. So that is 5 into x or 5 into 1, which is 5. So the first number is 5. Second number 4 into x is 4 into 1. Second number is 4. So what is your answer? The answer is 5 and 4. These are the two numbers, and that, as you can see, is option A, 5 and 4. So this is our answer. Question 4, we have to find the value of this expression. So let's start with this. The cube root of 27. We know the cube root of 27 is 3, isn't it? 3 into 3 into 3. So that will give you 27. Now we have to find the cube root of this number. So let's find the cube root of 0.008. Now we know how to find the cube root of decimal numbers, isn't it? So here what we're going to do is we're going to write this in the form of a fraction. So 8 will remain there. There's a denominator 1 followed by how many zeros? 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros. So that makes it 1000. So the cube root of 8 by 1000. The cube root of 8 is 2. 2 into 2 into 2 will give us 8. And the cube root of 1000 is 10. That is 10 into 10 into 10 will give us 1000. Now here we have got 2 by 10, which we can reduce to the lowest term. We can divide both by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 10. So what do I get now? I get 1 by 5. Let's write it down here. So here we got 1 by 5. Let's write it down here because this we have solved and we've got 1 by 5. So this is 1 by 5. Now let's take the next one. That is the cube root of 0.064. So in the same way, just like we did for the previous number, here also 0.064, we're going to find the cube root of this by first converting this to the fraction form. So take off the decimal point and write it as 64 and give it a denominator 1 followed by 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Now we can find the cube root of this. Cube root of 64 is 4. 4 into 4 into 4 will give you 64, and the cube root of 1000 is 10. 4 by 10. This we can reduce to the lowest term. 2 2's are 4 and 2 5's are 10. So what do we have here? 2 by 5. So let's write it here, plus 2 by 5. Now we have addition of fractions. So let's do that here. So 3 plus 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5. And let's give this the denominator 1. So now LCM will be 5, isn't it? So now let's get the new numerators. 1 5's are 5. So 3 into 5 is 15. So let's write 15 here, plus. Now here we have 5 is the denominator, so we can write the same numerator, that is 1, plus even in the other fraction 5 is the same denominator and LCM, so we can write the same numerator 2. So here what do we have? 15 plus 1 is 16, 16 plus 2 is 18, 18 by 5. Now look out for your options and see whether you have 18 by 5 anywhere. You don't have. So can you see they're all decimal numbers? That means we're going to convert this to a decimal number. So let's divide 18 by 5. We're going to divide this by 5. 5 threes are 15 minus 8 minus 5 is 3. We're going to continue the division by putting a point here, carrying that point up. Now put a 0, bring that 0 down. Now your number is 30. 5 sixes are 30. So let's write 6. 30 minus the remainder 0. So your division is over and our quotient is 3.6, which is the answer. So here let's write 3.6 and let's look out for the option which says 3.6, that is option C. So our answer is option C, 3.6. Question 5. The value of the cube root of minus 3 raised to the power of 3 into 8 is what? Okay, so now let's write down the question. So we have the question here. Now let's look at this. Okay, so minus 3 raised to the power of 3. So when we write this, how do we write it? The cube root of minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3, isn't it? Now look at the other part, into 8. Now what is the cube root of 8? 2 into 2 into 2. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a triplet. So this is a triplet and this is a triplet. So now what do we have? We have minus 3 into 2, which is minus 6. So minus 6 is our answer. And that, as you can see, is option B, minus 6. Question 2, state true or false. In that the first one, cube of an odd number can be even. That is false. Cube of an odd number is always an odd number. So we can say that this statement is false. Now we can also check with examples and see to confirm. Cube of an odd number. Now let's take the odd number 3. The cube of this is 3 cube, that is 3 into 3 into 3. 3 threes are 9, 9 threes are 27. Can you see that's an odd number? Let's take 5. 5 cube. 5 is an odd number. 5 cube. 5 into 5 into 5. 5 fives are 25. 25 fives are 125, which is an odd number. So the cube of an odd number cannot be even. So this statement, it says can be even, is a false statement. Question 2. A perfect cube does not end with two zeros. That perfect cube is a number whose cube root is a whole number. So a perfect cube does not end with two zeros. This statement is true because a perfect cube always ends with three zeros. So this statement is true because here it says does not end, which is true. So let's write true. Next one. If square of a number ends with 5, its cube will end with 25. Now let's take some examples to understand that. It says square of a number. So let's take a number whose square ends in 5. That is 5. Suppose you take 5. Take the square of this number. 5 into 5. It's ending with 5. Now it's saying its cube will end with 25. Let's see. 5 cube. 5 into 5 into 5. 5 fives are 25, 25 fives are 125. So here it says it will end with 25. It's true. For if you take 5, the square ends with 5. The square is 25. Square ends with 5. If you take the cube, even that ends with 25. But let's take another number, 15. 15 square is 15 into 15, which is 225. This is ending with 5. So the first part is correct. Now if we take 15 cube, how much is 15 cube? That is 15 into 15 into 15. So 15 into 15 is 225. 225 into 15 is 3375. Now is this ending in 25? It's not ending in 25. Okay, so this statement is not true. If the square of a number ends with 5, its cube will end with 25, it says, which is not true because in some cases it will end with 25, but in some other cases it will not end with 25. So this statement is false. Question 4. The cube of a two-digit number may be a three-digit number. Is that possible? Let's take a two-digit number, 10. What is the cube of this number? This is 1/10. 10 into 10 into 10, so that is 3 zeros here, so 1, 2, 3. Can you see this is a 4-digit number and 10 is the smallest 2-digit number. That means if I take the cube of any other 2-digit number, 11, 12, 13, it will all be more than 1000 and they are all 4-digit numbers. So what does this statement say? The cube of a 2-digit number may be a 3-digit number is false. It cannot be a 3-digit number. Question 5. Cube of a natural number is called a perfect cube. That's correct. This statement is true. Question 3. Find the cube root of, first one, 110.592. Okay, so we have to find the cube root of this decimal number, that is 110.592. Now remember, to find the cube root of decimal numbers, what do? We put them in the form of a fraction. So we remove the decimal point and we write the number. Then we give it a denominator, 1 followed by zeros. Count the number of decimal places, 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3, and the cube root of this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find all the factors of this number, that is 1,10,592. So let's write that 1,10,592. Let's find the prime factors. Let's begin with 2. Take 11, 2 5s are 10. There's 1 left. Again, 2 5s are 10. Go to 5. 2 2s are 4. There's 1 left. 19. 2 9s are 18. Then we have 12. 2 6s are 12. Continue with 2. Take 5, 2 2s are 4, 15, 2 7s are 14, again there's 1 left, 2 6s are 12. Take 9, 2 4s are 8, there's 1 left, 2 8s are 16. Again we continue with 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, there's 1 left, 2 8s are 16, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Continue. Take 13, 2 6s are 12, then we have 18, 2 9s are 18, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Continue with 2 again, 2 3s are 6, then let's take 9, 2 4s are 8, 11, 2 5s are 10, 12, 2 6s are 12. 2 1s are 2, 14, 2 7s are 14, 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16. Continue with 2. 2 8s are 16, there's 1 left, 2 6s are 12, then 2 4s are 8. Continue. 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 6s are 12. 2 1s are 2, 0 then, and 16, 2 8s are 16. 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8. 2 2s are 4 and then there's 1 left, 2 7s are 14. Now we take 3. 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. So now we have all these factors of 1,10,592. So what we're going to do is we are going to write it down here. So that will be all the factors. Let's count how many 2's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 2's are there. So we need to write it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we have 3 3's also. 1, 2 and 3. And in the denominator we have 1000 and we know that 10 into 10 into 10 will give us 1000. Now let's make the triplets. So here we have one set, one more set, another set, one more and one more. Now let's pick one from each set. So we have 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 by 10. We've removed 1. Here also we have a triplet and we've taken only 1 from that triplet. So here we can multiply. Let's multiply. 2 2's are 4, 4 2's are 8, 8 2's are 16, 16 3's are 48. So this is 48 by 10. 48 by 10, we can make it a decimal number by giving it one decimal place because 10 has 1 0. So this is our answer. So we have found the cube root of this number given to us in the question, which is 110.592. We have found the cube root to be 4.8. Second question here also, we have find the cube root of 0.064. So let's write that down. So we have 0.064. We're going to find the cube root. We put it in the form of a decimal fraction. That is, we remove the point and we give it a denominator 1 followed by zeros. So 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros. So we put 1, 2, 3. That makes 1000, the cube root. Now we are going to find the cube root of this. So here we know that 64, the cube root is 4. So we have to multiply it 4 times. 4 into 4 into 4 will give us 64. Similarly, 1000 is 10 into 10 into 10. So the cube root here, so we can take a triplet from here and a triplet from here. So this becomes 4 by 10, which when we convert to a decimal becomes 0.4. So we have found the cube root of 0.064 and the answer is 0.4. Question 4. Find the volume of a cubical box whose surface area is 486 centimeter square. Okay, so here what is given to us is surface area of a cubical box is given to us 486 centimeter square. Cubical box means a cube. Okay, it is in the shape of a cube. Now, what is the formula to find the surface area? To find the area of a cube, the formula is 6 into side square. This is the formula, okay, to find the surface area of a cubical box. So the formula says this, but we already have the answer 486 centimeters square. By using this, we can find the value of the side. So that means I can say side square. If I take only the side square will be 486 divided by 6. How is it division? Here I have 6 multiplied by side square. I'm taking 6 to the other side. It becomes divided by 6. So now I can cancel here. 6 eights are 48 and 6 ones are 6. So now I have side square is 81. That means if I have to find the side alone, I have to just find the square root of 81. And what is the square root of 81? 9. Side is now equal to 9 centimeters. So now that we have found the side, we can find the volume because the formula to find the volume of a cube is side cube, side cube. And here we know the value of side. We just found side is 9 centimeters. So here we have side is 9. 9 cube will be 9 into 9 into 9. 9 nines are 81. 81 into 9 is 729. So 729 centimeter cube. This is our answer and this is the volume of the cubical box. So you can say volume of the cubical box is 729 centimeter cube. Question 5. Find the cube roots of 125 into minus 64 is the first question. We have one more question. So to find that, we first put it down in this form. Now this table, I hope children, all of you have learnt. Okay, so here we have the number and that the cube root of that is 2. 27, cube root is 3, 64, the cube root is 4 and so on. So here we have 125 and the cube root of 125 is 5. And that is when you multiply 5 3 times, you get 125. So let's write that down here. So that will be the cube root of 125 is 5 3 times. So that is 5 into 5 into 5. Then we have 64 minus 64. 64 the cube root is 4. So that is minus 4 into 4 into 4. Now we form triplets. So this is one triplet. This is another triplet. So this will be 5 into minus 4. So 5 into minus 4 is minus 20. So answer to this question is minus 20. Question 2 here, find the cube root of the second one, minus 125 by 343. So let's put it down like this. Now to find this, we have to find the cube root of minus 125. So it is minus, and as we can see in the table, the cube root of 125 is 5. So we have to multiply 5 3 times. 5 into 5 into 5. And in the denominator, we have 343. Let's look for it. It's here. 343 is here and the cube root is 7. So 7 into 7 into 7. Now let's form triplets here. So we have one triplet and one more. So what is our answer? In the numerator, we have minus 5. In the denominator, we have 7. So final answer is minus 5 by 7. Question 6. Three numbers are in the ratio 2:3:1. The sum of their cubes is 288. Find the numbers. So what's given to us is the ratio of the numbers 2:3:1. So let the numbers be 2x. The first number is 2x. The second number is 3x. And the third number is 1x. Now, the sum of their cubes is given as 288. So the numbers are these, and if we add up the cubes of these numbers, we get 288. That means 2x to the power of 3 plus 3x to the power of 3 plus 1x to the power of 3 should give us 288. So now 2x cube means 2 cube into x cube. 2 cubed is 2 into 2 into 2, which is 8. And this will be 8x cube plus 3 cube is 3 threes are 9, 9 threes are 27, 27x cube plus 1 cube is 1 into 1 into 1 is still 1, 1x cube is equal to 288. So now let's add up all these. So when we add up 8 plus 27 plus 1, we get 36. So that means 36x cubed is 288. That means x cube will be 288 divided by 36. 288 divided by 36 will give us 8. That means x cube is equal to 8. So what is the value of x then? To find the value of x, we have to find the cube root of 8. That means, what is the number that will multiply 3 times to give you 8? It is 2. The number is 2. That means x is equal to 2. The cube root of 8 is 2. So we have found the value of x. Now let's find the numbers. So these we said will be the numbers 2x, 3x and 3x, 1x. So to find the numbers, the first number is 2x, isn't it? That is 2 into x, and x is 2. We found out x here. X is equal to 2. So this 2 we are putting here in the place of x. So 2x means 2 into x, which is 2. 2 2's are 4. So the first number is 4. Then the next number is 3x. 3x means 3 into x, and x is 2. So it is 6. Next number is 1x. That means 1 into x, x is 2. That is 2. So what are our numbers? Our numbers are 4, 6 and 2. So this is our answer. Numbers are 4, 6 and 2. Question 7. Find the smallest number by which 14,580 must be multiplied to make a perfect cube. Also, find the cube root of the perfect cube number obtained. So first we have to find all the prime factors of 14,580. So let's do that. So we have 14,580. Let's find all the factors. Let's begin with 5 itself because it's ending in 0. It's easy. So 14, 5 2's are 10. There is 4 left, 45. 5 9's are 45. Now let's take 8. 5 1's are 5. There is 3 left, 30. 5 6's are 30. Now I'm going to do with 2 because it's an even number. 2 1's are 2. 2 4's are 8. There's 1 left, 11. 2 5's are 10. There's 1 left, 16. 2 8s are 16. Continue. Now I'll take 14. 2 7s are 14. Then I'm going to take 5. 2 2s are 4. There's 1 left, 18. 2 9s are 18. Now this number can be divided by 3. 3 2s are 6. There's 1 left, 12. 3 4s are 12. 3 3s are 9. Divide again by 3. Take 24. 3 8s are 24. 3 1s are 3. Continue with 3. 3 2s are 6. There's 2 left, 21. 3 7s are 21. Again with 3. 3 9s are 27. Then we have 3. 3s are 9. And then we have 3. 1s are 3. So now let's write down all the factors of 14,580. The factors are 5 into, let's count all the 2's. So 1, 2, we have only 2 2's. So 2 into 2, and then let's count all the 3's. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3's. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 3's. So now we have all the factors and we are talking about cubes. So we have to put them in groups of 3. So here let's see what we have. Here we have only 1 5. If I have to make it a group of 3, I have to add up 2 more 5's. 5 into 5. Let's take the 2's. Now here also I have only 2 2's. So if I have to make it a triplet, I have to multiply it with 1 more 2. Now here I have a triplet and here I have a triplet. So these are the numbers that don't form a complete triplet. So if I multiply these, I will be able to get a complete triplet. 5 5's are 25. 25 into 2 is 50. So 50 is the number by which I have to multiply 14,580. When I multiply 14,580 by 50, I will get a number which will be a perfect cube. So this number is not a perfect cube, but when I multiply it by 50, I will get a perfect cube. So the first answer is 50. This is the answer to the first part of the question. Now let's look at the second part. Also, find the cube root of the perfect cube number obtained. That means when I multiply these two, I will get a cube number. I must find the cube root of that number. So let's do that. So 14,580 is not a perfect cube, but if we multiply it with the smallest number which we got, that is 50, we will get a perfect cube. So when you multiply these two, you will get 7,29,000. Now we are going to find the cube root because here it says find the cube root of this number. So let's find the cube root of 7,29,000. Let's begin with 5. 5 ones are 5, there's 2 left, 22, 5 fours are 20, then again there's 2 left, 29, 5 fives are 25, and there is 4 left, 5 eights are 40, 2 zeros. I'm going to continue with 5. 14, 5 twos are 10, I'm taking 4, 5 nines are 45, then I'm taking 8, 5 ones are 5, there's 3 left, 5 sixes are 30, 0. Again with 5. 29. 5 fives are 25. I'm taking 4. 41. 5 eights are 40. There's 1 left. 16. 5 threes are 15. There's 1 left. 5 twos are 10. Now I'm going to take 2. 2 twos are 4. Then I have 18. 2 nines are 18. 2 ones are 2. There's 1 left. 2 sixes are 12. Continue with 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 fours are 8. 2 fives are 10. Then I have 16. 2 eights are 16. Continue with 2. 2 sevens are 14. 2 twos are 4. Then 18. 2 nines are 18. Now I can use 3. 3 twos are 6. 3 fours are 12. 3 threes are 9. Again with 3. 3 eights are 24. 3 ones are 3. Continue again. 3 twos are 6. 2 left. 3 sevens are 21. Again continue. 3 nines are 27. Then we have 3 threes are 9 and 3 ones are 3. So as you can see, these are all the factors of this number. We are going to write down all the factors here because we are going to find the cube root. So let's find the cube root of 7,29,000. So let's write down all these numbers here. Let's count the fives. We have 1, 2, 3 fives. So let's write that down. So 1, 2 and 3 fives. Then how many twos do we have? We have 1, 2, 3 twos. So into 2 into 2 into 2. Then how many threes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's write that into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's make triplets. So here we have a triplet. We are finding the cube root, so let's write that there. So here we have another triplet, another triplet, another triplet. Take one from each triplet, so that is 5 into 2 into 3 into 3. So what do we have now? Let's multiply. 5 twos are 10, 10 threes are 30, 30 threes are 90. So can you see that? The cube root of this number, that is 7,29,000, is 90. So we've got our second answer also. The first answer was 50. Second answer is 90. Question 8. Find the smallest number by which 8,232 must be divided to make it a perfect cube. That's the first part. Second part, find the cube root of the perfect cube so obtained. So to find this, first let's find the prime factors of this number, that is 8,232. So let's begin with 2. 2 fours are 8, 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, there's 1 left, 2 sixes are 12. Continue with 2, 2 twos are 4, then 0, you carry 1, 11, 2 fives are 10, carry 1, 2 eights are 16. Continue. 2 ones are 2, 0, 2 twos are 4, 1 is left, 2 nines are 18. Continue. 2 fives are 10, 2, now we use 3. 3 threes are 9, there's 1 left. 3 fours are 12, 3 threes are 9. Now we use 7. Okay, so 7 fours are 28, carry 6, 7 nines are 63, 7 sevens are 49, 7 ones are 7. So let's write all the prime factors of 8,232. They are 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 7 into 7 into 7. So now I have all the prime factors. Let's put them in groups of 3, making a triplet. So here I have 2. Now this one is by itself. So it doesn't form a complete triplet. It doesn't have the other 3s. Now this forms a triplet. Now 3 is the number by which this number should be divided. Okay, so if I divide this by 3, this side also by 3, so this gets cancelled away. So if I divide this number by 3, I will get a perfect cube. So let's do that. Let's divide 8,232 by 3 and see what number we get. So here I get 3 twos are 6 minus 22. 3 sevens are 21 minus 1, bring down 3. Now here we have 13. 3 fours are 12 minus 1 and I bring down 2. 3 fours are 12 minus 0. So now we have our quotient 2744. So this is the number. So when you divide this by 3, you get 2744. So the first part of the answer is the number 3. So the answer here is 3. This is the smallest number by which 8,232 must be divided. Now we got a number when we divided. We got 2744. Now the question is, find the cube root of this cube obtained. So let's find the cube root of 2744. So let's do that. We are going to find the cube root of 2744. Let's find all the prime factors of 2744, beginning with 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6, 2 sevens are 14, 2 twos are 4. Again with 2, 2 sixes are 12, 17, 2 eights are 16, and then 12, 2 sixes are 12. Again with 2, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, 2 threes are 6. Now we have to use 7. 7 fours are 28. 6 is left, 63. 7 nines are 63. Then we have 7 sevens are 49. 7 ones are 7. So here what do we have? To find the cube root, we have to write this, all the factors, that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 7 into 7. Now let's form triplets. So here we have 1 and 1. So this becomes 2 into 7, which is 14. So we have found the cube root of 2744, and that answer is 14. So we have found both the answers. The first part of the answer, the smallest number by which it should be divided, is 3, and we also found the cube root of the perfect cube that we got, which is 14. Question 9, evaluate in that the first one here. So here we have the square brackets. Inside that we have the parenthesis, 12 square plus 5 square, this whole thing raised to the power of 1 by 2, and this is raised to the power of 3. We can use a law of exponents where we can multiply the powers. Okay, when one power is raised to another power. So let's write that down first. So this is equal to the square, we have the square bracket, and inside that the common bracket, 12 to the power of 2 plus 5 square raised to the power of, now we have 1 by 2 raised to the power of 3, so we can multiply that. So here when you multiply 1 by 2 into 3 will give us 3 by 2. So this is equal to 12 square plus 5 square raised to the power of 3 by 2. How much is 12 square? 12 square is 12 into 12, 144, and 5 square is 5 fives are 25. So this is raised to the power of 3 by 2. This is equal to 169 raised to the power of 3 by 2. Now to solve this, let's rewrite 169 as a perfect square. We know that the 169, the square root of this is 13, because 13 into 13 will give us 169. So in place of 169, I'm going to write 13 square, because 13 into 13 is 169. Now this is raised to the power of 3 by 2. So again here this will be 13 raised to the power of 2 into 3 by 2, where I can cancel the 2's. So now what does this become? This is simply 13 raised to the power of 3, which is 13 into 13 into 13. 13 into 13 is 169. 169 into 13 is 2197. So this is the answer to the first question, 2197. So let's do the second question. Second question is the square root of, now here 10 to the power of 3 minus 6 to the power of 3. This whole thing is raised to the power of 3. So here let's begin by saying 10 to the power of 3 is 10 into 10 into 10, which is 1000. And 6 to the power of 3 is 6 into 6 into 6, which is 216. And this whole thing is raised to the power of 3. So now let's subtract 1000 minus 216. So let's do the subtraction. So this is 0, 10, 9, 10, 9 and 10. So here we have 10 minus 6 is 4, 9 minus 1 is 8, 9 minus 2 is 7. So here we have 784 raised to the power of 3 and the square root of this, isn't it? The square root of this is raised to the power of 3. Now what is the square root of 784? We have to find the square root of that. So let's find the prime factors of 784. Let's divide it by 2. 2 3s are 6, 18, 2 9s are 18, 2 2s are 4. Now again by 2, 2 1s are 2, then we have 19, 2 9s are 18, 2 6s are 12. Continue with 2, let's take 19, 2 9s are 18, this one left, 2 8s are 16. Again by 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 18. 7 7s are 49, and then 7 1s are 7. Now first we have to find the square root, isn't it? So the square root of 784, let's write all the factors. We have 4 2's. So 4 2's and then we have 2 7's. So now what we're going to do is, this is square root, so we're going to take them in pairs of 2, just 2 each. So let's take one from each. 2 into 2 into 7. 2 2's are 4, 4 7's are 28. So now we have found the square root of 784, that is 28. So here now we don't have to put the square root sign. Instead we can simply put 28. Now this is raised to the power of 3. So what did we do? We found the square root of 784 to be 28, and that is raised to the power of 3 is what we have here. So that means 28 into 28 into 28 will give us the answer. Let's multiply this 3 times. When you multiply 3 times, you will get 21,952. So this is the answer to the second question that we have. And this is the second question, and this is the answer to that. Question 10. Difference of two perfect cubes is 387. So there are two perfect cubes. When you subtract them, you get 387. Now they're giving us a cube root of the greater of the two numbers, that is 8. Not the cube, but the cube root of the greater number. We have to find the cube root of the smaller number. So what is given to us? Difference is given of the two perfect cubes. The cube root of the greater number is given. Cube root of the smaller number is what we have to find out. And now to find out difference of the two perfect cubes. So the greater number is 8. This is the cube root. So if I have to find the cube of this, this will be 8 into 8 into 8, which is equal to 512. So difference of two perfect cubes means the greater number and the smaller number, when you subtract, that is the cube, you will get 387. Now let's find out x. That is 512 minus 387 will give us x. So when you subtract both, you will get 125. So now we have found the smaller number. So the bigger number is 512, the smaller number is 125. We are asked to find the cube root of the smaller number. So the smaller number is 125. The cube root of 125, as we know, is 5. Because if you multiply 5 3 times, 5 into 5 into 5, you will get 125. So we have found the cube root of the smaller number, and that is 5. So with this, children, we come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.